Welcome back to Just a Minute, Just a Mishnah. This Mishnah is the Nishmas, Freda Basrachon, the Schos of Edi Yitzchak Ben Gila, and the Frost, the Basirish, the Fush. Lemos, Msechas Gittin, Perak Chas, Mishnah Yud, and Perak Tes, Mishnah Aleph. Get Kerach. So, carrying on talking about this get, where you have to. So, I'm not sure if I explained it properly yesterday, but basically the way it works is that at the bottom, where you have the list of all the names of the witnesses who signed, you fold it over each name, and then you sew it in place. So you do that for the get of a kohen, because when we have it, because we kohanim get angry very easily, so we make their get, so their get has to take a very long time, just in case they want to take it back. Because also then if they get divorced, they can't remarry their wife, because kohanim are allowed to marry a divorcee. So now we're talking about get kereach, where they fold it over additional times. And on those folds, there aren't any signatures on it. So get kereach hakol mishalmin mashlimin olav. Anyone can sign the name on those extra folds. Divrei bananas, according to bananas, even someone who is posel edus, who can't usually testify. Rabbi Kiva Aimer mashlimin olav ela krovim haruin lahayid b'makim acher. Rabbi Kiva says that the only people who can sign who are posel edus is let's say is a close relative who would be able to be a witness in a different case, meaning they're not actually posel edus. So let's say a thief or someone like that isn't, or someone who does avodah zarah, or someone who isn't shomer Shabbos. In those cases, they can't be witnesses. But as long as this close family member isn't one of those things, so then he's allowed to be a witness on it. The Ezo get kerach koshik sharav merubin me'edav, and what to get kerach? Any place where there's more folds than there are witnesses or signatures on it. Perak Tes Mishnah Aleph Hamagarsh to Ishtar v'Amarlav. Son divorced his wife, but he says to her, "Riat mutaris to call Adam el Pliny." But when he divorced her, he says to her, "You are now divorced, and you can marry anyone except for so and so." So Belezer Matter v'Cham and Aisha, and Belezer says, "Yes, she's divorced, but she's not allowed to marry this person." V'Cham and Aisha and the Cham say, "No, this get doesn't work." Ketzad Yas says, according to Chacham, then this get doesn't work. What should he do? Yitlana hemenu v'yachzer v'yitnena. He should take the get back from her and give it to her again. V'yamel haret mutar l'chol adam, and tell her now you can marry anyone you want, and then it works. V'im ksavi b'seichai afal pi shechazer mechakai pasal. But if when they wrote the get, the husband had written in to the get that she can get remarried to anyone except for so-and-so, so then even if they go back and erase it and he gives it to her again, it still doesn't work, and those are days of Mishnayos.